I really like Michael Keaton. I think he's a fantastic actor. Everything I've ever seen him in, I've enjoyed the movie. So I can't think of a movie of Michael Keaton's that I didn't enjoy. He's one of those actors, and I just feel like he's also one of those actors that hasn't been in that many movies compared to what I remember him in like earlier in my life, like the 90s and the aughts. And I think that's a shame. And I have a feeling I know why based on this information. So Beetlejuice 2 is coming out. It's not out yet, but I'm looking forward to it because I guess it's the same cast. I believe it's Tim Burton again, and it's not gonna be. I don't think it's even Disney. I don't know too much exactly about Beetlejuice 2, or as they're calling it, Beetlejuice. Just I like the way that they did that. But I saw this article and it was refreshing to say the least. Michael Keaton said he made sure Beetlejuice didn't become politically correct. You love to see it, people. You love to see it. That is just fantastic news. Look at this guy. Michael Keaton had a vision for how Beetlejuice would be portrayed in Beetlejuice, and he intentionally made sure the character didn't take on a politically correct persona. The legendary actor made it clear that Beetlejuice wouldn't conform to political correctness simply because the production came at a time when it became prevalent in the number of Hollywood projects. As for the character himself, there was not a ton of updating to be done there. He told GQ in an interview that was published August 19th. Beetlejuice, a debauched sicko in 1988, remains a debauched sicko in our more enlightened era. I love that. If I wasn't excited about this movie before, I am excited about this movie now. I am. I liked the first one, and I think they're gonna do good on this one. You know why also? Because I feel like we're witnessing this tide turning in culture, in gaming and in movies. Acolyte just got canceled season 2, right? Black Myth Wukong is just decimating the gaming scene right now. 2 million concurrent players, absolutely wild to see in a single player game. But they denied this political correctness bullshit, right? And the Acolyte was the opposite. They injected it with so much, 2 space lesbians gave birth to twins. It's like, wow, holy shit. So Keaton, he made sure the iconic character didn't get a sensitivity makeover and wasn't unnecessarily updated to reflect the times, and made it clear that in this particular case, the transformation was not necessary. He's a thing. He's more of a thing than a he or a she. He's more of an it. Oh no, he gave him pronouns. Oh shit. No, I know he's joking. And I'm not saying it to be politically correct. I just viewed it as a force more than anything. I mean, there's definitely strong male energy, like stupid male energy, which I love. Actually, that's pretty accurate, right? You don't want to touch that because it's not like you go, well, it's a new year and this thing would now act like that, which makes sense. It's Beetlejuice. He's been locked in the freaking in the underworld, itching to get out. I don't even know how old Beetlejuice actually is or was, right? He could be 1,000 years old. He could have been. Why would he change? Why would he suddenly come back and be politically correct? Michael Keaton is 100% correct here, based on what Beetlejuice is. He's just this demonic guy that wants to just freaking take over and does. Keaton has spoken about politics in the past and admitted that it wasn't a comfortable topic for a famous figure. I learned a long time ago you do more damage because you're famous. My gosh, dude. Just knocking him out of the park with this guy. Rachel Ziegler. Maybe take some notes from a legend. Yes. I've told people you don't want me there. They'll go, well, of course he brought his Hollywood friend. You know what people forget? We all just want some person somewhere in Cincinnati or fucking Ottawa or fucking Cleveland. Keaton was also adamant that Beetlejuice should not take on an increased amount of screen time. He kept aligned with the original series and used that formula as a directive for the contemporary production. I like that too, because there was like a mystery about him, right? You were trying to figure him out. You didn't see him at first, you know? It kind of like first Lydia was brought down and before Lydia, yes, of course, but that's the name of Winona Ryder's character, right? Her name was Lydia. I haven't seen Beetlejuice in a long time, actually, but I liked it as a kid. I remember enjoying that movie. Anyway, I like this. I'm excited that even he understands that the pacing of the first movie and the balance between like how much you actually saw Beetlejuice throughout it made a difference. The idea was no, 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 you can't load it up with Beetlejuice. That'll kill it. I think the Beetlejuice character doesn't drive the story as much as he did in the first one. He's more a part of the storyline in this one as opposed to the first one, which is a case of this thing comes in and drives the movie a little bit. All right, so we got Tim Burton here. There's Michael Keaton. What's her name? Jenna Ortega. I like her. I think she's a good actress. You guys like Jenna Ortega? I enjoy her as an actress. She was good in Wednesday. I liked Wednesday. And season 2's coming. And the one guy I didn't really like in the first season is getting the axe. They even had like the colorful rainbow shit in the first season, and it didn't bother me. Right? Yeah, Wednesday was good. Iron Man agrees. Yeah. I liked it. Jenna was based. Yeah. There's another example, actually, of a person who understood the character they were playing and wanted to portray them properly. Jenna Ortega. I remember when Wednesday was coming out and people were like, "Oh man, she's hard to work with because she's trying to change the character," and then it turns out she's just like Henry Cavill, right, with The Witcher. This is how the character actually is. I'm going to portray the character how it should be. Just W's. Just W's. I love it. I love seeing it. Fantastic news. Justin Theroux, Monica Bellucci. I don't know these two. Can't think of them, but there's Tim Burton, which I love that Tim Burton's back on it. Okay, the character only appeared on screen for a total of 17, I'm guessing minutes. It says 17 movies in the 1988 original, according to GQ. Yeah, Daily Caller, come on. 17 movies in the first movie? Wow, okay. Keaton found a balance when it came to Beetlejuice's on-screen time and made sure he didn't single-handedly become the star of the show. The Tim Burton produced sequel also stars original cast members Winona Ryder and Catherine O'Hara, Jenna Ortega, and William Dafoe. Oh shit, William Dafoe! I didn't know William Dafoe was going to be on the show. I'm stopping right now. Sorry about that. Anyway, William Dafoe is going to also be joining as well, which is great. The original was so fun and exciting visually. The sequel is all that, but really beautiful and interestingly emotional here and there. I wasn't ready for that. It's great. Well, the first one was kind of emotional too, right? It had some family drama, realizing what it was like to come to terms with accepting that you were dead. Yeah, it was a good movie. I really enjoyed it. You know, it's something that I'm looking forward to being a father is having the ability to show what I think are good movies to my son, right? To my kids. Because we're gonna have more. But I'm excited about that. And I would say Beetlejuice is one of those shows. I think oh, thank you. Raptor Deadman says Beetlejuice, the character, is over 700 years old. Why would he become politically correct in the past 30, 40 years? 40 years in the ground, and suddenly he comes back and he's like, yes, What are your pronouns? I don't want to offend. You know? Now, Beetlejuice don't care. He wants to look up your skirt and, rule the house.